The Glass Slipper and the Baker's Son, A Tale of Love, Loss, and Redemption. Chapter 1, The Baker's Daughter. Ella was born into a family of bakers. She was the eldest of 3 siblings, and from a young age, she showed a natural talent for baking. Her parents, who had inherited the bakery from their own parents, were proud of their daughter's skills, and they encouraged her to pursue her passion. As she grew older, Ella's talent for baking became well known throughout the village. People would come from far and wide to sample her delicious cakes, bread, and pastries. But despite her success, Ella never forgot her roots. She remained humble and hardworking, and she always had time for a kind word or a helping hand. When Ella was 18, her parents fell ill. They had been working long hours at the bakery, and their health had suffered as a result. Ella took over the running of the bakery, working day and night to keep the business afloat. Her younger siblings helped where they could, but it was Ella who bore the brunt of the work. One day, while delivering a large order of bread to a wealthy merchant's house, Ella met the merchant's son, Will. He was handsome, kind, and intelligent, and Ella was immediately smitten. They talked for hours about their shared love of books and their dreams for the future. Will was studying to become a lawyer, but he longed for a simpler life, away from the politics and intrigue of the court. As the weeks passed, Ella and Will grew closer. They would meet secretly in the bakery or in the woods outside the village. Ella knew that her stepmother and stepsisters would never approve of their relationship, but she couldn't help how she felt. Will made her feel alive, and she knew that he was the one she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. Chapter 2, The Royal Ball. One day, the kingdom announced a grand ball, to be held in honor of the king's birthday. Every eligible young man and woman in the kingdom was invited to attend, and the event was set to be the talk of the town for weeks to come. Ella's stepsisters were beside themselves with excitement, but Ella was unsure whether she would be allowed to go. Her stepmother had always favored her own daughters over Ella, and she often found ways to make Ella's life difficult. But Ella couldn't resist the lure of the ball. She had always dreamed of wearing a beautiful dress and dancing with a handsome prince. So she decided to take matters into her own hands. With the help of her friend, the village seamstress, Ella made a dress from scraps of fabric she had collected over the years. The seamstress was impressed by Ella's skill and determination, and she gifted her a pair of glass slippers that she had crafted herself. Ella knew that her stepmother and stepsisters would never let her go to the ball, so she waited until they had gone to bed before sneaking out of the house. She knew it was risky, but she was determined to have the night of her life. Chapter 3, A Chance Encounter. At the ball, Ella felt like a princess. She was wearing a beautiful dress, and her glass slippers sparkled in the candlelight. She danced with many young men, but none of them captured her heart like Will had. Just as she was beginning to feel despondent, she saw Will across the room. He was wearing a simple but elegant suit, and his eyes lit up when he saw her. They danced together all night, and Ella felt like she was living in a fairy tale. As the night wore on, Ella realized that it was getting. Despite her initial doubts, Tiana decides to take a chance and goes to the castle to attend the ball. As she walks into the grand hall, all eyes turn to her, and she feels a bit nervous. However, as soon as she sees Prince William, she feels a sense of calm and confidence wash over her. The prince is equally enchanted by Tiana's beauty and charm. They dance and talk for hours, losing themselves in the moment. But as the clock strikes midnight, Tiana remembers her promise to leave before then. She rushes out of the castle, leaving behind her glass slipper. The next day, Prince William searches the kingdom for the owner of the glass slipper. When he arrives at Tiana's cottage, her stepsisters refuse to let her try on the slipper, but Tiana insists. When she puts on the slipper, it fits her perfectly, and Prince William realizes that Tiana is the one he has been looking for. Tiana and Prince William get married in a grand ceremony, attended by all the people of the kingdom. Tiana's stepsisters, who have seen how happy Tiana is, ask for her forgiveness and are welcomed back into the family. Tiana becomes the queen of the kingdom, and she and Prince William rule with kindness and compassion, earning the love and respect of their people. Years later, as Tiana and Prince William grow old together, they look back on their life and feel grateful for all the wonderful experiences they've had. Tiana remembers the time when she was just a humble cook, dreaming of something more, and she realizes that dreams really can come true. And as they live happily ever after, Tiana and Prince William know that their love will last a lifetime.